For years, the EV war has been a brutal race. Tesla versus the world. Legacy automakers, Chinese giants, secret startups, all throwing billions into batteries, motors, and hype. But no one, not Toyota, not BYD, not even Apple saw this coming, because Elon Musk just unveiled a completely new engine technology that doesn't just upgrade the EV, it redefines it. And the moment it hit the stage, the entire automotive industry froze. What Musk just revealed might be the final blow to the competition. A revolutionary drive system so advanced, so efficient, and so game-changing it could wipe out every EV company that's been playing catch-up. And here's the kicker. It doesn't even rely on traditional lithium-ion batteries the same way anymore. This isn't just an engine. It's a technological event for anyone who underestimated Tesla. In today's video, we're diving into the stunning details of this engine, how it works, what makes it decades ahead of its time, and why analysts are already calling it the EV war ender. Because what just happened may be remembered not as a new product launch, but as the day Tesla became untouchable. If you want to stay ahead of the EV revolution, press that like button and subscribe now. Tesla launches a 2-ton car from 0 to 60 in under 2 seconds. No turbo, no gears, no engine roar, just silence and then shockwaves. This wasn't just a performance number. It was a declaration of war. A war against combustion, complexity, and convention. And Elon Musk's new motor wasn't just a weapon, it was the endgame. The moment Tesla revealed the Plaid Model S, the crowd wasn't staring at a car. They were witnessing a turning point. The kind that splits history into before and after. Because hidden beneath the sleek, unassuming body was a powertrain no one else in the world had built, let alone mastered. Inside, spinning faster than any production EV motor before it, was a rotor doing over 20,000 revolutions per minute. A speed that would tear most motors apart from the inside. The centrifugal force alone was enough to split metal. Yet, here it was, silent, stable, and deadly efficient. Why? Because Tesla cracked the code no one else could. While legacy automakers were obsessing over software and badges, Musk's team went deeper into the physics. They engineered the motor's rotor to spin so fast it literally threatened to explode. But instead of backing off, they wrapped it in carbon fiber. Not for aesthetics, for survival. See, most EV motors top out at around 16,000 RPM before things start shaking apart. Tesla's crossed 20,000. That's not an improvement, that's annihilation of the previous limit. And here's the kicker. They didn't just reach those speeds, they stayed there reliably. The secret, that carbon-sleeved rotor. It holds the copper core in an almost unnatural grip under immense tension. It prevents the rotor from ballooning outward due to centrifugal force. And that matters because the tighter that air gap between the spinning rotor and the surrounding stator, the stronger the magnetic field and the more efficient the motor. It's precision engineering at the atomic level. 1 micron off and the motor loses efficiency. 1 flaw in the sleeve and the rotor shatters. But Tesla didn't just make it work, they made it portable. At the Model S Plaid delivery event on June 10, 2021, Musk casually lifted the motor on stage by himself. It looked like a prop. But that small, almost cute package housed the most advanced EV motor on Earth. Light enough to lift, powerful enough to challenge every other sedan on the market, and efficient enough to rewrite the laws of motion in mass-market electric cars. It wasn't just marketing hype. Tesla handed over the keys, and Motor Trend got to test it. The numbers beyond expectations. The Plaid hit speeds a quarter faster than the previous Model S, clocking results that had engineers shaking their heads in disbelief. So, how did they pull it off? Not just power control. Without gears or shifting mechanisms, Tesla's new motor delivers pure torque from 0. No lag, no pause. The instant you touch the pedal, it's full send. The Plaid doesn't accelerate, it erupts, and it does it without noise, drama, or delay. A machine this heavy should feel like a tank. Instead, it dances like a sports bike. And unlike exotic engines that demand cooling breaks or maintenance rituals, Tesla's rotor keeps spinning quietly, efficiently, day after day. This isn't just about speed, it's about what that speed represents. The rotor's compact form means more space for battery, passengers, or even future applications. Its stability at ultra-high RPMs hints at uses far beyond cars. Think aviation, robotics, even other industries. And the design choices aren't just radical, they're defiant. Instead of following legacy automakers into the endless race of adding more motors, more inverters, more weight, Tesla went inward. They optimized the core. They rethought what a motor could be. And in doing so, they made something that feels less like a drivetrain and more like a revelation. Look at the stats. The Plaid hit 60 in under 2 seconds. 1 tour 4 mile in 9.2, but it's how it gets there that matters. No transmission, no rev matching, no fake engine noise piped in through speakers. Just raw force transmitted instantly, silently, endlessly. This wasn't just the launch of a new car. It was the unveiling of a motor that broke through every previous boundary: mechanical, thermal, magnetic. Tesla didn't just build a better EV, they built the blueprint for what every performance vehicle of the next decade will try to become. And it started with a carbon-wrapped rotor spinning faster than most people thought possible. Now, let's talk about performance and efficiency benefits. The numbers sound impossible. 1,020 horsepower and 1,500 lb-feet of torque packed into a 4-door sedan you can drive to the grocery store. But that's not the full story, because what Tesla did with the Plaid Model S wasn't just break records. They broke the rules of performance and efficiency and rewrote the blueprint for every EV to come. Most automakers chase one of two things: power or range. Tesla delivered both and did it with less weight, fewer parts, and a fraction of the energy loss. The secret wasn't just in the software or the batteries, it was in the motor design. Those carbon-sleeved rotors spinning at over 20,000 RPM were just the beginning. When you plant your foot on the Plaid's accelerator, you're not just unleashing brute force, you're activating a system engineered to extract maximum performance with minimal waste. 3 electric motors work in perfect unison to deliver that 1,020 horsepower punch. And what's astonishing isn't just the raw speed, it's the consistency. Whether you're at full charge or near empty in hot conditions or cold, the car delivers unrelenting torque with almost no energy fade. No gears, no turbo lag, no delay. It doesn't overheat. It doesn't need a cool-down lap, and it doesn't drain your battery like a performance gas engine drains its tank. Tesla's motor design provides not only unprecedented torque and power, but also better thermal management, greater durability, and higher efficiency, especially under extreme load. And Tesla wasn't done. In March 2023, they revealed the next generation of their motor technology. And this is where things get really notable. They eliminated rare earth metals entirely. Not reduced, eliminated. That's a direct event to the global supply chain that traditional EVs still rely on. It also means less geopolitical risk, less mining, and lower long-term cost. They also slashed their use of silicon carbide, a key but expensive component in inverters, by 75%, cutting costs without sacrificing performance. In fact, the cost to manufacture one of these next-generation units, around $1,000, that's not a typo. For a motor that can launch a car faster than a Bugatti Chiron, hit 200 mph, and drive over 300 miles on a single charge, Tesla's now building it for less than a high-end laptop. These aren't just fast cars. These are scalable machines. Machines that can be built by the hundreds of thousands and sold profitably. That's what sets Tesla apart. It's not just speed. It's sustainable speed at industrial scale. Let's talk numbers. 0 to 60 in 1.98 seconds, a quarter mile in 9.225 seconds, and it keeps pulling all the way to 200 mph. All while carrying 4 people and a full-size trunk. That's not just supercar territory, it's world record territory. And Tesla didn't build it for bragging rights. They built it for mass production. Even with 21-inch wheels, the Plaid Model S delivers an EPA-rated range of 348 miles, with real-world highway range hovering around 300 miles. And despite the high speeds and triple motor output, it averages around 101 miles per gallon equivalent, numbers no internal combustion performance car could dream of touching. But performance alone doesn't win the EV development. Efficiency does. Tesla's motor architecture allows for remarkable energy control. No oversized cooling systems. No bulky thermal management. Everything is compact, refined, and integrated. That means lower drag, lower energy draw, and less complexity. And complexity is the enemy of scale. Because when you're building 500,000 cars per year, every bolt matters. And that's exactly what Tesla is doing. While other automakers retrofit gas car platforms to handle batteries, Tesla builds from scratch. Every component, every motor, every battery pack is designed for electric from day one. That's not a detail. That's the foundation of their cost advantage. And then comes the factory. Shanghai pumps out roughly 750,000 cars per year. Berlin is ramping toward 500,000. Austin's already clearing 375,000. And they're not stopping. New gigafactories are on deck in Mexico, Saudi Arabia, and India. With other locations in the pipeline, Tesla isn't just making EVs. They're building EV cities. Entire ecosystems optimized for volume, speed, and vertical integration. Inside these factories, Tesla uses gigapress machines the size of small buildings to cast the car's frame in one shot. What used to take hundreds of welded parts and robots now takes minutes in one machine. This isn't a small tweak. It's a revolution in automotive manufacturing. Tesla even treats their motors like building blocks. Compact, modular, and ready to be dropped into multiple platforms. The Model S, the Cybertruck, the Semi, and future vehicles all benefit from a shared motor DNA. That means shared parts, faster production, and lower costs. And it doesn't end on the assembly line. Tesla sells direct. No dealers, no middlemen, no markup games. Over-the-air updates replace costly service visits. And because there's no transmission, no exhaust, and fewer moving parts, the average Tesla owner spends less than 10 minutes per year at a service center. That's not a luxury. That's a structural advantage. And every one of these efficiencies adds up. From the motor design to the gigafactory floor, Tesla manages cost at every level without sacrificing power, speed, or range. It's why their margins lead the industry, why they can adjust prices and still profit, and why legacy automakers are now working to adapt on every front. Because while others talk about the future, Tesla's already manufacturing it by the hundreds of thousands. And it all goes back to that core innovation. A motor that broke the RPM barrier, ditched rare earth metals, and redefined what performance means in an electric age. While everyone else was fighting over battery specs and motor tweaks, Tesla went after something far more strategic: control of the roads themselves. And they did it through something no other automaker dared to build: their own charging empire. The Tesla supercharger network is no longer just a perk. It's a full-blown global infrastructure advantage. With over 7,100 stations and 7,300 stalls worldwide, it's become the gold standard of EV charging. And here's the notable point: it boasts a staggering 99.97% uptime. That's not just better than other charging networks, it's better than most cellular networks. While other EV owners hunt for a working plug, Tesla drivers charge and go. No app crashes, no broken stations, no guesswork. And Tesla isn't standing still. They've already begun rolling out new supercharger versions, pushing up to 325 kWh with adapters and credit card readers to open the system to everyone, not just Teslas. Not just in the US, but everywhere. That's right. Tesla is now charging its competitors' cars and profiting from it. By the end of 2024, the US will require federally funded chargers to support non-Tesla EVs. Tesla saw this coming a mile away. They agreed to open access and now stand to benefit from government programs. It's a strategic move in a development everyone else is just learning to be part of. But Tesla didn't just build the best network. They redefined the plug itself. The INAX connector, Tesla's once proprietary plug, has now become the industry standard. Ford, General Motors, Volvo, Rivian, Mercedes, they all agreed. They're all integrating INAX. Why? Because their customers demanded access to Tesla's network. No more bulky adapters, no more slow CCS stalls. Tesla's plug is faster, sleeker, and already everywhere. Tesla just did what other companies did in their fields, but this time it's the roads. They established their format, their ecosystem, and now the rest of the industry is working to follow. And it doesn't stop at North America. Europe is seeing rapid expansion with Tesla's CCS2-based superchargers. In China, Tesla is scaling like a tech company. Mega charging plazas, dense urban integration, and seamless payment systems. The Middle East is next. These aren't just car chargers. These are infrastructure points similar to cell towers in the early 2000s. Whoever owns the outlets owns the flow of energy, and Tesla owns the outlets. But infrastructure dominance is just the hardware layer. Tesla's real strategic element is the software layer, and that's where AI takes over. While other automakers buy off-the-shelf chips and rent cloud time from other companies, Tesla built Dojo, a custom purpose-built AI supercomputer that trains itself using real-world footage captured by Tesla vehicles. This isn't just some marketing term. We're talking about Tesla ingesting over 1 million miles of driving data every single hour. Every stop sign, every pedestrian, every situation, it all becomes training fuel. And that data doesn't sit idle. It powers updates that go live in the cars within weeks, not years. At the heart of Dojo is the D1 chip designed in-house. Dojo's architecture is modular tiles, racks, and eventually what Tesla calls an exopod, capable of extremely high-level performance. In simple terms, more power than the most advanced AI training clusters at Google, Meta, or Amazon, dedicated entirely to autonomous driving. This vertical integration means Tesla doesn't rely on anyone. No supply bottlenecks, no third-party costs, and no delays. They own the chip, the system, the fleet, the network, and the feedback loop. And that loop is tightening fast. Every time a Tesla drives, parks, avoids danger, or spots something new, it feeds the Dojo brain. That brain then re-optimizes every vehicle in the fleet. Over the air, seamless, silent. While legacy automakers still run annual model refreshes, Tesla is pushing AI improvements in real time. But this isn't just about cars. Dojo and Tesla's AI stack are the key to something much bigger. Think AI as a service powering not just autonomous vehicles but robotics, factory automation, energy optimization, and other systems. Tesla has hinted that Dojo could be significant in the open AI training market, renting out compute power to other companies. And given the chip shortage and rising cloud costs, that's not just a bold move. It's an opportunity waiting to be unlocked. Imagine robots trained on the same visual and decision-making models that currently power 5 million Teslas around the world. Then put those robots in Tesla's factories, or in homes, or in industries Tesla hasn't even entered yet. The real story here isn't that Tesla is making better cars. It's that they're quietly becoming a large, real-world AI company with their own cloud, their own chips, their own fleet, and their own training set. Nobody else has this stack. Not Google, not Apple, not other chip companies. And when you combine that with the charging dominance where Tesla earns every time another car plugs in, you start to see the full picture. This isn't about electric vehicles anymore. It's about Tesla turning the entire mobility ecosystem into a vertically integrated AI-driven system. One where every charge, every mile, every data point feeds back into a self-reinforcing loop of performance, scale, and development. While the rest of the auto industry tries to survive the EV transition, Tesla is building roads, robots, servers, and systems. And they're doing it with precision, speed, and ambition that no one else can match. The future doesn't belong to whoever makes the best car. It belongs to whoever owns the road, the plug, the chip, and the intelligence driving it all. While the rest of the industry scrambles to adapt, Tesla is widening the gap. Because its competitors aren't just behind, they are facing challenges under their own weight. Start with the legacy giants: Ford, GM, Toyota, Volkswagen. These are companies built for a different era. Their platforms are not optimized, their factories are designed around gas engines, and their supply chains are tangled with outdated tooling and debt-heavy operations. They're trying to force an electric future onto a fossil fuel foundation, and it's not working. Every EV rollout is delayed, over budget, or missing key features. Their battery supply bottlenecked, their software glitchy, their profits shrinking. Meanwhile, the shiny new startups Lucid and Rivian were supposed to be Tesla's agile rivals, but they've hit a challenging wall. Low volume, high losses. Every vehicle they build costs more than they sell it for. They're using through billions just to stay afloat. And without scale, their tech edge, if it even exists, won't matter. They don't have Tesla's fleet, they don't have Tesla's network, and they definitely don't have Tesla's data. Then there's the other company in the room, BYD. Yes, it dominates China, but outside of it, the story changes fast. BYD's global expansion is limited by export restrictions, tariffs, and different demand. Its cars sell at lower prices with thinner margins and fewer premium features. In Europe and the US, it's not yet a major factor. It's another player. Now, zoom out and compare that to Tesla's position. Tesla isn't just building EVs, it's building the entire system around them. It owns its motors, its software, its chips, its charging stations, and its AI stack. Its factories are optimized for speed, not legacy. Its vehicles update themselves over the air. Its margins remain the highest in the industry, even while adjusting prices. And while others struggle to build 100,000 EVs a year, Tesla's producing out nearly 2 million globally. That's the difference. While legacy automakers wrestle with existing costs and bureaucracy, Tesla moves fast. While startups fight for survival, Tesla scales up. And while others outsource core components, Tesla integrates them. Hardware, software, energy, AI. It's all under one roof. This isn't just a race anymore, it's a reshaping of the global auto industry. Tesla's position isn't measured in months. It's measured in infrastructure, data, and real-world execution. And at this rate, by the time the competition adapts, Tesla may already be on to the next industry.